For this problem, we're told that Sarah works at this well-known retail store. The hours for the week are listed from here to here, and this is the rate, $10.25 per hour that Sarah earns. So we're told that any hours over 40 hours are considered overtime, and that the rate for these hours is going to be 1.5 times this rate. So before I even start working on this problem, I'm going to write down, okay, the overtime rate is taking 10.25 and we're going to multiply it by 1.5. Okay, when I do that, I get 15, I have to round to the nearest cent, but I get 15.38. So that would be the overtime rate. For this first part, it asks what were Sarah's earnings at the regular rate. I'm going to add up these hours, and if there's any that go over 40, I'm going to apply this rate to it. So let's add these up. The hours for the week, let's see, we got 8 on Sunday, 6.25 on Monday, 8, 7.5, technically 0 on Thursday, 8 on Friday, and 6 on Saturday. So for the whole week, the total number of hours in my calculator says, okay, that's 43.75. We have hours that are over 40. And if we take 40 hours away, we're left with 3.75. So that's the number of overtime hours. So for this very first part, all we have to do is take the first 40 hours worked, multiply it by that regular rate of $10.25 to get our answer of $410. So that's the answer for this first part. Now for the second part, okay, this is where we have to take the hours worked over 40, which is 3.75 hours. And we're going to multiply this by the overtime rate of 15.38. So here, 15.38 times 3.75 gives me, let's see, that's, again, I have to round to the nearest cent, but that's $57.68. When I want to compute my total earnings, I'm going to take the $410, I'm going to add on the 57.68, and my final answer, the gross earnings are $467.68. And finally, we're told that all employees at this well-known, very popular retail store are subject to both Medicare and FICA taxes. And we have these two rates here. That means for this total gross earnings, there are going to be some deductions. And this is as simple as taking this amount, the gross earnings, multiplying it by this percentage, and whatever that dollar amount is, that will be subtracted from the gross earnings. So let's start with FICA. We'll take $467.68, and we're going to multiply that by 0.062. We have to convert that percentage to a decimal. So again, I'm going to do this in my calculator. And I have to round to the nearest cent. I'm actually going to write this out first. The amount of deductions is going to be, it's 28 point, and it goes 99616. So when you round to here, it's going to bump everything up to the nearest dollar, which is this. So it's going to be actually $29. Now for the Medicare, so this rate is 1.45%. So again, we go back to that $467.68 and multiply it by 0.0145, again converting the percent into this decimal. And for this, when I round to the nearest cent, I'm not going to write that out, let's write out the rounded value. That's $6.78. So if we add these two amounts together, those are going to be the total deductions from Sarah's gross earnings. So we can add that up. We have $29. We have $6.78. So for the deductions from the gross earnings, that's going to be, in this case, $35.78. And where that came from was simply by taking $29 and adding $6.78 to it.